I'd like to introduce you now to Surya Namaskar B. The Ashtanga Vinyasa Sun Salutation is inspired by Patabi Joyce. I'll begin with the fullest expression in the first Sun Salutation, and then I'll repeat it 4 more times, starting from the most modified version for those that are just beginning to, again, its fullest expression. So then it's up to you to make your choices in each form of which form you choose that best matches your ability and limitations. So please listen to your body, flow gracefully, and enjoy the practice. Namaste. Begin at the top of your mat. Bring your arms overhead as you sink your hips deeply in Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, and then jump back to plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Shift the right leg forward, anchor the left foot, and reach up into Virabhadrasana, Warrior One. Exhale your hands back to the earth to plank and Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Continue breathing as you transition left leg forward, right foot plants. Rise up, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Hands to the earth, come into plank, lower to the ground. Open up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Maintain this pose for 5 breaths. Anchoring the hands and the feet, lengthening the limbs and the spine. Deepen and even the breath. Engage your core. And then looking forward, hop the feet to the hands lightly. Open the heart, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Sink the hips deeply. Open the chest in chair pose, Utkatasana. Then exhale, rise up and bring your hands to your heart in Tadasana. With slight modification, hands to the thigh or overhead in Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the thighs. Halfway up, inhale. Bring the hands down, step one leg back at a time, and then from the knees lower to the earth. Inhale into Cobra rather than Up Dog, and then exhale towards Child. From here, step the right leg forward, leaving the left knee on the floor, and utilize Crescent Moon here rather than Warrior. Step back to all fours, hips to heels. Coming forward on the knees, slink your way down to the ground, and then open into Cobra. Modify back again, hips to the heels. Step the left leg forward, sink the right knee, and open into Crescent Moon, hands to the floor, knee or overhead. Bringing the hands back down, release the hips to the heels in Child Pose, and take 5 deep, even breaths, modifying this form to allow you to start from a place that feels safe and comfortable. Then looking forward, step 1 foot at a time towards your hands. Then lift up halfway and inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Sink the hips deep, arms overhead, and push down into the legs to stand up and come to Tadasana. Step back to the front of the mat. Release the breath, then inhale, sink the hips, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the thighs or shins. Halfway up, inhale, bringing the hands up as necessary. Hands to the floor, step back, and then from the knees, lower in one piece to the ground. Inhale, rise up into Cobra. Exhale, draw back to Downward Dog. Lower the left knee, step the right leg forward, and then lift the hips to anchor the back foot. Then draw up to Warrior. Hands back down, lower the left knee, come towards Child. Stretch out into a push-up position and lower to the ground. Rise up into Cobra. Press back the hips to the heels. Step the left leg forward, and then lift up off the right knee and anchor the foot. Lift into Warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, lower the knees, and take it down to the ground. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog, and then exhale, either Child or this time coming up higher, keeping the knees very bent so you can lengthen your spine. The choice would be to bring the knees back to the floor and keep the hips over the knees, stretching your torso forward as in Downward Dog. Breathe evenly. Looking forward, bring your hands back towards your knees so you can step your feet to your hands and rise up. Then forward fold, exhale. Sink the hips, open the heart, chair pose, and then rise up as you exhale and return to mountain. Sink into the hips, open, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands to the floor. Step or hop back, down to the ground, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg forward, left foot plants, rise up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, right foot plants, rise up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, back down again, plank to Chaturanga Dandasana, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe deeply and evenly. 5 deep breaths, absorbing the energy that you've created through this practice. Engage your core. Then glance up and hop your feet lightly to the hands. Open the heart, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Sink deep in your hips, Utkatasana, arms to the thighs or overhead. Then exhale your way back to Tadasana. Once again, Utkatasana, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga, open into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Continue breathing as necessary for your transition. Right leg forward lunge. And then rise up to warrior. Exhale, hands to the earth. Plank to Chaturanga. Opening the heart in upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. If possible, continue exhaling as you come into lunge, and then inhale to warrior one. Slowly exhale as you swiftly draw back to plank and down to Chaturanga. Opening inhale, up dog, and downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Maintain your drishti towards your heart space. Maintain the flow of Ujjayi pranayama. Maintain the engagement of the bandhas. Hug to your core. Then glance forward and step or hop your feet to your hands and open your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Sink the hips deep. Rise up, Utkatasana, inhaling. Exhale, return to Tadasana. Breathe deeply and evenly.